Guys, this week we have another box completed. Today's recipe is chicken paillard with mushroom gravy, roasted asparagus, and potatoes. Here's what it looks like. Your ingredients: you're going to need olive oil, water, salt and pepper, plastic wrap, a meat mallet, baking sheet, two large pans, and aluminum foil. And in this recipe, we've got chives, we've got some asparagus, an onion, we have Parmesan cheese, so that's right, we got some butter over here, packets of butter, some flour, some red skin potatoes, herbs de Provence, chicken stock, and there's some chicken, obviously, chicken breast, and there's also some cremini mushrooms that are currently getting washed. Yeah. Okay, so you're going to preheat the oven to 425. You're going to clean off the mushrooms if you need to do that. We're going to rinse everything else. I'm going to trim and discard woody ends of the asparagus, cut the potatoes into half-inch pieces, thinly slice the chives, peel the onion, thinly slice that, pat the chicken dry with paper towel, place between two large pieces of plastic wrap, and we're going to just thin it out until it's 1/4 of an inch thickness. Then I'm going to roast the vegetables. Basically, I'm just going to put olive oil on the baking sheet with salt and pepper with the asparagus and the potatoes. With the asparagus, we're going to add the Parmesan and salt and pepper with the asparagus. And then we're going to put that in the oven. Okay, well, wait, hold on. So first we're going to put in the potatoes, just the potatoes. And we're going to cook that 10 minutes. Then remove from the oven and add asparagus to the same pan. Then put in Parmesan, olive oil, salt and pepper, and then cook it for 8 to 10 minutes more. Okay, right, so let me get started. Okay, so now while we're waiting for the vegetables to roast, I've got butter, two packs of the butter into a pan, and I'm waiting for it to melt on medium-high heat. And once it gets all, like, frothy and melted, I'm going to add in the mushrooms. And we're going to saute them about 8 minutes and season with salt and pepper. Okay, our next step is to add in the onions. I'm going to cook this about 5 minutes. And break up all the onions and separate them and everything. Okay, I've turned down the heat considerably to medium or below. I'm going to add in the 3 tablespoons of water to make them really soft and cook for 3 minutes. While everything cooks, I'm going to season the chicken with salt and pepper and the herbs de Provence. And then I'm going to heat the remaining butter in another pan. Okay, so I'm going to add the flour to the other vegetables, the mushrooms and the onions, which hopefully have not burned by now, although they're kind of on their way to being burned, so let me hurry up with that. So we're going to just add the flour and kind of keep stirring it in until you can't really see the flour anymore. About a minute. You want to cook all the flour tastes out of the vegetables. Okay, now I'm going to add in chicken stock. And I'm going to bring the heat up to high until it's boiling. Okay, then I'm going to turn it down to medium-high heat after it's boiling and let it simmer for about 2 to 3 more minutes. Don't forget to add salt and pepper once that's done. And so after that's all done, that's basically it. You're just going to plate everything. So I'll be back to let you know what it looks like when it's all plated and all done. Alright, there we go. I'll be back to let you know what it tastes like. Alright, so about the dish. I liked it a lot. I like mushroom gravy a lot. My dad doesn't so much. So he wasn't as impressed as I was. But I mean, still it was decent enough. I mean, I've had this kind of dish before, probably from HelloFresh. So they didn't give us enough herbes de Provence to cover. They gave us maybe enough herbes de Provence to cover one piece of chicken on both sides. Definitely not enough for both on both sides. I put it on one side of each piece of chicken. I like the fact that I made the gravy like the way you're supposed to make gravy. Like if I was just making gravy myself, that's how I would do it. I would, cook the mushrooms and the onions and then add flour and then add chicken stock and then make the gravy that way. So I thought that was pretty good. The asparagus is good. I like the Parmesan cheese on it. That's really good. I don't think I've ever added Parmesan cheese onto asparagus before, but I liked it. So yeah, I'd make it again if I was like in a need for like a simple dish that wouldn't take too long. Alright, thanks guys for watching, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!